Hi, I'm Lemon Chiffon with DDS. I've been with the company over 20 years. We've been in business since 1977. We just restored this old property. It's 120 years old. There were two sets of brick steps and they were falling apart and there were gaps in the mortar. So we had to clean out the old mortar and we put some backer rod in here in this gap, and then we filled it with new mortar, and then we washed it with like an acid wash. So it came out real nice and tight and pretty. It's waterproof. Now all these columns are masonry. A lot of the mortar was crumbling. We had to clean out the dry block, and then we had to fill it with new concrete and mold it because it has kind of a shape on the columns. So we made it look similar so they all matched. So we prepped it for the painters when they came. So this one column down here, we had additional problems. This was holding up this steel frame here, and it was rocking back and forth. So we put pins and rods inside here, drilled holes, and to tighten it up, to get the structure secure. All the columns were falling apart, and now they look like they're brand new. We had a problem in between the house wall and the deck here. There was a 1-inch gap. It went all the way down here, the whole way of the house to the other side. So it was the whole length of the front of the house, and the whole deck were split because it moved during time. So we put a backer rod in there, and then we put this polyurethane caulk inside there to make sure it was completely sealed from any bugs or any mice, any water penetration, any moisture. And then when the painters finished it, you don't even know it was there. We cleaned off the whole deck, scraped it down, got it nice and smooth, and put a nice porch and deck enamel in there, and it's like a sheet of glass, you know, and it looks so beautiful, and it adds to the house. And then on the railings, they're all old wrought iron railings. They're the original wrought iron railings. They were all rusted out. Rust everywhere, underneath, on the top, on the spindles, and especially on these plates that are holding them up. They were all rusted out. So we had a wire brush them down, grind them, sand them, get the rust off. Any loose metal had to come off. Then we put a rust inhibitor primer on all the rusted areas. And then we put a nice oil finish on there, like a black oil finish, like a Rust-Oleum type product. And they came out beautiful. They look brand new. And then on the siding, it's an aluminum siding, and it's very old. So what we did, we used she picked out it's called Lemon Chiffon, very pretty color, but we used a flat sheen, because sometimes with the old metal, you get imperfections. So the flat kind of helps not to point a light on the imperfections. So it kind of really, it looks so smooth and new. I mean, it just looks great.